Attention Who Smarted listeners who want to get smarter about managing your money. Her Money is the leading female-led personal finance podcast that will have you on the path to truly understanding your finances. Hosted by Jean Chatzky, former financial editor of NBC's Today Show and a New York Times bestselling author, Her Money boasts over 400 episodes and a global audience. Featuring influential guests like author Ramit Sethi, Senator Tammy Duckworth, champion swimmer Diana Nyad, and more, host Jean and her expert guests discuss everything from investment strategies to career growth to lifestyle tips. Join over 500,000 social media followers in transforming your relationship with money. Subscribe and listen to Her Money anywhere you get podcasts and become empowered to take control of your financial future. Hey there, Trusty Narrator here with a podcast recommendation for all the new smarty parents out there. It's called Baby-Led Weaning Made Easy, and it's hosted by Katie Ferraro, a seasoned dietitian and mom of 7. Moms and dads, imagine navigating the intense world of feeding your baby with ease and confidence. This beloved podcast in the Apple parenting category has over 400 episodes as Katie demystifies baby-led weaning, providing expert interviews and mini training sessions every week. Whether you're a new parent, a caregiver, or an expecting family, Katie's insights on safe, solid food introduction are invaluable, and episodes like 6 Reasons to Skip the Sippy Cup might just change the way you think about feeding your child. You can subscribe to Baby-Led Weaning Made Easy on all your favorite podcast platforms. Hey guys, it's Jerry from Who Smarted. Have you ever used a microwave oven to make popcorn or heat up pizza or leftovers? I sure have. And I've also thought that microwaves are pretty mysterious. They're these big metal boxes that don't get hot, yet somehow cook things. So what exactly is going on inside there? We're about to get into the science, history, and the accidental invention of one of the most popular kitchen appliances in the world on this episode of Who Smarted.
Yo, what up, P-Dog?
Excuse me?
That's my new nickname for you, P-Dog.
Thanks, but I don't need a nickname, Carl.
Your name is Percy. Percy's a nice name, but it's not a cool name. Facts. You need a nickname, P-Dog.
No, I'm an electrical engineer, not a DJ. Just call me Percy.
Fine. What are you working on, Percy?
If you must know, I'm working on a top-secret radar system for the U.S. government to help track and find enemy aircraft. But it's not working right now, and it's really stressing me out.
Why don't you take a break? Have a snack.
Good idea, Carl. Some chocolate would be good. Now, where did I put my candy bar? Oh, right. It's in my pocket. I can't wait to... Ah!
What's wrong?
My chocolate. It's melted. Again. Why does this keep happening? There must be a reason. Think, Percy, think. I wonder, could it be? Maybe. But is it possible? Yes, I've got it. I think I may have come up with a revolutionary new way to heat up food using microwaves.
You go, P-Dog.
All right, I know what you're thinking. Inventions don't just happen accidentally, right? People invent things on purpose. Like one day, there isn't the bicycle, and then someone says, I think I'm going to build a bike. Well, guess what, Smarty Pants? That's not always the case. Sometimes you get an accidental invention.
What?
Like Percy Spencer, inventor of the world's first microwave oven. Chances are you have a microwave oven at home that you use to heat up chicken nuggets, french fries, pizza bites, frozen peas, Hot Pockets, and leftover spaghetti. Nom, 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 nom. But have you ever wondered how a microwave heats up food?
Yeah.
What happens if you microwave eggs? And why is putting metal in a microwave such a huge no-no? It's time for another whiff of science on
Who Smarted? Who Smarted? Who's smart? Is it you? Is it me? Is it science or history? Listen up, everyone. We make smarting lots of fun on Who Smarted.
All right, some of you may have figured out we were being inventive with our story of how the first microwave oven came to be. But it is 100% true that Percy Spencer came up with a way to cook food using microwaves. You see, Percy was an electrical engineer at the Raytheon Corporation during World War II. In 1945, while working on a new radar system, he became curious why chocolate bars kept melting in his pocket.
My chocolate, it's melted.
He suspected electromagnetic waves were the cause, but it took some investigating to see if his hunch was correct.
Yo, P-Dog, how's that new invention coming?
Great, Carl. I'm about to type up my patent application right now. I'm calling it Method for Treating Foodstuffs. Pretty catchy, huh?
Foodstuffs. Yeah, no. How about radar range? You know, 'cause you work on radar systems.
Radar range is great. You're a genius, Carl.
Thanks, P-Dog.
No, we're not doing that.
So, how does this radar range work?
Well, it's actually a lot like the radar system I'm working on. For radar, I beam electromagnetic radio waves into the sky. Those waves bounce off the surfaces of objects and return back to me. I can tell from the way they bounce back what object they encountered. It could be a bird or a plane or...
Superman!
No, not Superman. Anyway, what if instead of aiming those radar waves up into the sky, I instead aimed them into this small metal box? Once inside, the microwaves would bounce around.
Can I see these microwaves?
No, electromagnetic waves are invisible. But you can see the result of them. Here, I'll cook you something.
Psst. Hey, kid, I've got a question for you. What was the first food ever cooked in this newly invented microwave oven? Was it A, pizza?
A pizza!
B, a burrito? C, soup?
Anybody want some soup?
Or D, popcorn? Take a few seconds to think. If you said popcorn, you're correct.
Delicious. But what are electromagnetic waves, and how do they cause popcorn kernels to pop?
Electromagnetic waves are a form of energy produced by vibrations between an electric field and a magnetic field. Electromagnetic.
Whoa, that sounds complicated, P-Dog.
It is complicated, Carl. All you need to know is I create energy inside this box that shoots out in waves really fast. I'm talking speed of light fast. These waves are called microwaves because of the distance in wavelength.
And when you say wavelength, you mean...
How do I explain this?
Fellas, maybe I can help. Imagine waves in the ocean. Better yet, let's draw some. Everyone listening, if you can find something to draw with, grab it. Or if you're in a car or somewhere you can't draw right now, just imagine it in your head. Now, I want you to draw or picture a bunch of connected waves. Go up and down, nice and rounded at the top. You can make your waves wide or skinny. Nice. Now, the wavelength is simply the distance between the tippy top of one wave and the tippy top of the wave next to it. That distance between the tops of the waves tells you what kind of wave it is.
Exactly. For example, radio waves, like the ones being sent from a radio station to the radio in your car, have the longest wavelength. Next are microwaves. Shorter wavelengths include visible light, ultraviolet light, and X-rays, which doctors use to look inside your body.
Are those bones inside of me?
Now, although you can't see them, electromagnetic waves actually exist naturally, which means they can be found in nature.
Hold on, P-Dog. Quick quiz for our smarty pants.
Huh?
Which of these do you think is a natural source of electromagnetic waves? Is it A, the sun?
Don't forget your sunscreen.
B, rocks? C, lightning? Or D, tornadoes? If you said the sun, you're right. The sun emits X-rays and UV rays, which is why we wear sunscreen. But guess what? You could have guessed any answer because rocks, lightning, and tornadoes also all produce electromagnetic waves naturally.
But electromagnetic waves can also be produced artificially using a machine called a magnetron.
Magnetron!
That's right. A magnetron produces electromagnetic waves, which is why there's one inside every microwave oven. Of course, a microwave oven isn't much more than a metal box. The waves from the magnetron bounce around inside this metal box, penetrating whatever is inside, like popcorn. But how does it make the popcorn pop?
The electromagnetic waves cause tiny particles inside each popcorn kernel to vibrate. The movement generates heat. Keep in mind, each popcorn kernel also has a tiny bit of water inside it. As that water heats, it turns into steam. The pressure inside from the trapped steam builds and builds until...
So, knowing that, what do you think would happen if you put an egg, still in its shell, inside a microwave? The steam building up inside the egg would have no way to escape, so...
Now that's what I call an explosion.
Percy and the company he worked for, Raytheon, produced the world's first commercial microwave oven in 1947. And yes, it was called the Radar Range.
Nailed it.
The first microwave ovens weren't like the one in your kitchen. They were massive, nearly 6 feet tall and weighing 750 pounds. That's the size of a manatee.
Manatee!
The first commercial microwaves sold for over $5,000 in today's currency. Now, you could buy over 50 microwave ovens for the same amount. To show off this new techno wonder to the public, a fast food vending machine was installed in New York's Grand Central Terminal in 1947, and it was named after the food it sold. Was it called the Turbo Tater Tot? The Quickie Quesadilla? The Speedy Weenie? Or the Lightning Lasagna? The answer when we return. Hello, Smarty fans. As Who Smarted listeners, you've heard me talk a lot about digestion and what's going on inside your tummy. That's because your whole body's health starts in your gut. But did you know 61% of people experience digestive discomfort? Everything from bloating and constipation to gastrointestinal irritation. I know, not fun. Luckily, I found Seed's DS-01 Daily Synbiotic. It sets a new standard in probiotics that not only provides relief from occasional digestive discomfort, but also supports healthy gut immune function and promotes smooth, clear, healthy skin. As someone who loves going with his gut, I use Seed's DS-01 Daily Synbiotic every day as part of my daily routine to benefit my gut, skin, and heart health. So listen to your gut with Seed's DS-01 Daily Synbiotic. Go to seed.com/25smarted and use code 25smarted to get 25% off your first month. That's 25% off your first month of Seed's DS-01 Daily Synbiotic at seed.com/25smarted, code 25smarted. And now, back to Who Smarted. So, what was the world's first microwave oven vending machine called back in 1947? Was it the Turbo Tater Tot? The Quickie Quesadilla? The Speedy Weenie? Or the Lightning Lasagna? Got your answer? Sorry, Tater Tots, Quesadillas, and Lasagnas. It was actually the Speedy Weenie.
Nom 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 nom.
Congrats if you guessed it. The Speedy Weenie cooked and dispensed hot dogs on demand.
One hot weenie, please.
It too was massive, just slightly smaller than a refrigerator. But it did serve a tasty hot dog with the push of a button.
Hey, that's one speedy weenie. Ooh, hot weenie. Ooh, hot weenie.
Fortunately, by 1967, microwave ovens became much smaller and way cheaper. They were marketed to busy families as a huge time saver. After all, as I'm sure you figured out, food cooks much faster in a microwave compared to a regular oven. Meat, for instance, cooks 6 times faster, and food cooks more evenly in a microwave. Think of all the frozen foods and leftovers you cook up in a microwave. You can pretty much stick any food in a microwave oven and cook it. But there is one thing you should never, ever, ever put in a microwave. I'm sure an adult has warned you about putting anything metal in the microwave.
Don't do that!
But what would happen and why? Say you were to put something metal, like a fork, into a microwave and start it, which you are not going to do. The metal would block the electromagnetic waves that would otherwise pass right through the food, glass, and paper. Instead, the fork would make the microwaves bounce around crazily, and that creates sparks that look a lot like lightning. It may sound cool, but trust me, It is super dangerous, really scary, and it can start a fire, so do not do it.
Fire!
Instead, if you want to experiment, ask an adult to help you try putting different kinds of foods in the microwave. You can get pretty inventive with your cooking. Loaded baked potatoes, mac and cheese, barbecue chicken, a fudgy brownie in a coffee mug. Just think of all the meals you can make for your family.
Yum!
And speaking of getting inventive, Percy Spencer, the inventor of the microwave, dropped out of school when he was in the 5th grade to work full-time to help his family. But that didn't stop him from learning. He taught himself by reading books on science and engineering. It was his natural curiosity that led him to accidentally invent the microwave oven, which changed the way we all cook or reheat food.
It's ready!
Who knows? Maybe one day you'll accidentally invent something that'll change the world. But until then, enjoy some popcorn. Guys, no joke, this popcorn is delicious. While I finish the bag, text a friend or parent and tell them all about Who Smarted so they can get in on the fun. Unless you're driving. This episode popped from the mind of Rebecca Cameron. The electrifying performances were by Jason Williams, Dan Bromfield, and Adam Tex Davis. And your accidentally invented host is me, Jerry Colbert. Technical direction and sound design by Josh Hot Pockets Hahn. And the episode was recorded and mixed at the Relic Room Studios. The theme song is by Brian Radar Range Suarez. And lyrics were written and performed by Adam DiGiorno Davis. Who Smarted was created and produced by Adam Tex Davis and Jerry Colbert, and is an Atomic Entertainment production.
Who